As the popularity of the BMW brand and BMW products continues to rise all over the world, so too does the number of people seeking to take advantage of this popularity by manufacturing and selling counterfeit parts and products. In many cases, it is almost impossible to tell the counterfeits from the original. However, once such parts are fitted to a vehicle, they can represent a considerable source of annoyance and even constitute a safety hazard. The picture on the left shows an original BMW oil filter following laboratory testing. On the right, you can see a counterfeit filter after the same test. The considerable deficiencies of the illicit product can cause significant damage to a vehicle's engine. The Research and Innovation Center in Munich. BMW test engineer Ralf Erl is taking a counterfeit BMW brake disc into the laboratory for closer examination. The counterfeit part certainly looks very similar to the original, and even has an engraved BMW logo and part number. He is using the technique of form error measurement to evaluate the brake disc's geometric properties. The indications he is looking for include deviations in thickness and diameter. The form error examination of the counterfeit brake disc has shown that it fails to meet the requirements of a BMW brake disc by a considerable margin. I strongly advise people not to fit parts like this to their BMW vehicle. On the test bench, the inferior quality of the fake brake disc is clearly visible. The endurance test simulates an emergency stop while driving on a motorway at 250 km an hour. The counterfeit disc shatters after only 52 times. This is well below half of the internal minimum requirement at BMW and represents a considerable safety risk to driver and passengers. Counterfeits are often manufactured from substandard materials. They are not subjected to the same stringent quality controls, which is why they so often constitute a safety hazard. The BMW Group is fighting brand piracy all over the world. In the interest of protecting its brands, it is working together with agencies and detectives in many countries who are examining their markets for evidence of counterfeits. A counterfeit BMW wheel rim is being examined in a test laboratory in Ottobrunn. The eccentricity test simulates the kind of forces encountered when driving over potholes or against curbs. At the highest stress level, the equivalent of 158 kilograms falling from a height of 2 meters act on the wheel. The counterfeit product is unable to withstand the force, while the original BMW rim only suffers bending in the same test. In this test, an original BMW wheel is subject to deformation, which is normal and admissible. The counterfeit wheel, on the other hand, has sustained breakage. As this constitutes a sudden loss of air, it is a direct hazard to the vehicle occupants. Products manufactured by the BMW Group are the result of years of development and extensive quality controls. Counterfeit products are not subject to the same quality requirements. At best, they will wear out more quickly. In the worst cases, they cause damage to vehicles and compromise the safety of the driver and passengers.